Greetings, girl, and welcome to my world of phrasing right up to bat. It's the daisy age and you're about to walk top stage, so wipe your lottos on the mat. Hip-hop love this is, and don't mind when I quiz your involvements before the sun. But clear your court, cause this a one-man sport, and who's better for this than plug one? Don't have to worry about me squashing other deals, cause they've already been squished. Freeze the frame of our moves the same, wish we can continue right behind the bush. You'll stay with me, I know this, but not because of all my earthly treasures, or regardless to the fact that I'm past the noose, but because I love you better.
All right, we're here in the new space. I wish I had moving boxes in my hand, but sadly I don't. But that's the point of today's video, is I wanted to give you guys an update, give you a little sneak peek of the new office space, and show you a little bit of the land, and talk about all the roadblocks that we've hit the last few weeks and what's still to come before we can actually move in here, which is not that long until we can move in, a few more weeks, but still wanted to give you guys an update video. Also, one of the main roadblocks that we've hit is that there's no power in here right now, which means no AC, no water. It's hot. It's like 93 degrees outside, which means it's got to be like 200 degrees in here right now. It is sweltering. But today we're going to be painting my wife and I's room and her future office. And for mine, I'm actually not going to be painting it. I'm going to be leaving it white, but I'm going to do a few things in there that I promise it's going to look good. And I'll show you guys that most likely in a future video, but I might give you a little bit of a sneak preview in this one. So we'll see. Why don't I give you guys a little tour of this new place we're moving into. When you walk in, this is our living room area we got a fireplace here. This is where our couch is going to go. TV, all that stuff. Bunch of natural light, which is good. Here's our kitchen. Pretty nice sized kitchen. Dining area, and then if you get on the hallway, some bedrooms. This is actually gonna be my wife's office in here, which is what we're gonna paint probably in a few hours. And then all the way towards the end is my new office space. From the looks of it, you can't really tell, but it's actually 4 foot larger than my old office space. So that extra 4 feet definitely makes a difference. And I'll show on the screen right here sort of like my plan for this room and like what all I have planned for it. You can actually fit a lot in here, and the way that I have it laid out, it's gonna be pretty sick. Oh my gosh, it's so bright out here, and it's actually windy, so you might get some really bad audio. But I told you guys on the last video that I was gonna be living in a temporary living situation. Well, here it is. And in America, we call these double wides, or modular homes, I think is what you call them. And these can actually be moved on wheels. So they come in 2 separate pieces, and on an 18-wheeler, they bring it in, they put it together, they do all this stuff to connect it to your utilities and everything, and boom, you have a house. The cool part about this situation is that these are really affordable, and our situation is kind of unique is because we're going to actually be building right directly in front of this house. So we don't need this here forever. And the cool thing is that we were able to get it, and somebody's actually going to be getting it from us and then renting it out down the road on a piece of land. So it worked out in the best way possible to where we could live in here comfortably for, let's say, 2 years max, maybe more, while we build our future forever home. But the thing is that this place is super nice and it's super affordable, and we probably could live in here for as long as we need to. But my wife and I have had this dream of building this house for the longest time, and we're just gonna keep striving for that. And luckily, everything we do in this house, whoever lives in it next is gonna go to them, and they'll have a really nice place. It's being passed down and passed on, so other people can enjoy it when we're done with it. But the thing I'm most excited about is the fact that we're gonna actually be able to watch our future home be built right here in front of it on this piece of land. And I'll probably do a full land tour in a future video and show you guys everything on this property and the properties next to us that we own as part of like a family thing. So it's a lot of cool stuff. I'll definitely show that off in a future video, but right now I want to show you exactly where this house is sitting and what all we're going to be doing to it in the future. Because right now it's sitting on a 30-acre field, which used to be a peanut field, but throughout the years there was tomatoes, watermelons, everything you can think of. So it's just a field, and right now there's some old peanuts popping up, and then behind it there's like another 20 acres of just swampland with a pond that, you know, we'll be able to fish in and have access to and just kind of do fun stuff out in the woods, I guess. But the cool part is that there's so much room to work with. It's like a blank canvas. And if you see where we're going to be building our house, all around it is still just bare field. So we're tossing around the idea on some parts to do maybe some timber in the future, but then the rest of it, I'm just gonna try to plow it and then flatten it out and try to get some grass growing in the future. But that'll all come later in maybe future videos, but also that'll just come later in the years as we develop this land more and more. But it's super exciting because, like I said, it's a blank canvas. So there's just so much we can do out here, and it's super quiet. Like, there's nobody around except my parents' house right next door. We're so blessed and so lucky to have this opportunity, and I'm just so thankful that we get to do this, and I'm just ready to move. I'm ready to make it happen. I'm ready to get back into making content and doing stuff on my channel, but just gotta be patient because in the end, it's all gonna be worth it. And then once we move in here, we still gotta wait to build this house. So it's gonna be a little while before it becomes exactly what we want it to be, but like I said on my last video, we're gonna be here forever. So that means until I'm old and gray and die, you know, like, as morbid as that sounds, like, I'm 29 now. I'm gonna see the rest of my life here on this land. So it's a crazy thing to wrap my mind around. I still feel like I'm like 15, but it's pretty crazy. Other than that though, this is the space, but there's been some roadblocks. One of those roadblocks being that we are in the middle of a field. There's no utilities, there's no sewer company, there's no water company, there's just a field. So with that, we had to get a septic tank put in, we have to get power run to the field, and we also have to get a well dug so that we can have water. The septic tank is in behind me, that's what that tractor's for. But they still got to put a well in. Once that's in, they have to connect it all. Then we have to call the county to come out here, give us a certificate of occupancy. Once we get that, we have the green light to move, but then we still need power. The power company needs that certificate of occupancy so that we can move and so that they can actually run the power. Once the power's finally in, then we're good to go. Out here, it's the time of year where it rains so much, and it's just been raining nonstop, and it's been really hard for the guys to get out here and put everything in. So that's kind of set us back a few weeks, and just their schedules too didn't really line up with ours. So the only thing we're really waiting on now is the drain field for the septic to be put in, which is going in next week. And then at the end of the week, the well is supposed to be put in. So fingers crossed, in about a week and a half, we could hopefully have the county out here to hopefully give us the CO, and then we just call the power company up and they come run power out here, connect us up, and aiming for the end of the month, but it could end up being sooner. And if it is, that's gonna be sick. Honestly, the sooner the better. And we can finally get moved into this place. And I can start making videos again because I've missed it so much. And I have so many cool ideas planned for my new studio and all the videos I'm gonna film in there about setting it up and then the land and the move and all this kind of stuff. But it's kind of hindered on this and hindered on actually being able to move out here. It's been pushed back, but we're almost there. Over here is gonna be where the well is gonna go. And those will be our utilities for this house, but also they're gonna connect to the new house. So we're putting everything in that's gonna be able to work with the house that we end up building, if that makes sense. The front steps right there, and there's a little stake with a tag on it. That's gonna be the back porch of our new house. So it's literally 15 feet away from where we're living. They're gonna be building the new house. So yeah, there's a lot to do, and there's a lot of stuff that we're gonna be doing to this land in the future. And for the next few sets of videos on this channel, this is gonna be one of those as an update video to show you guys, like, you know, what's been going on, what's taken so long. The next video is gonna hopefully be us moving and then sort of like a land tour because there's a lot of cool stuff I wanna show you. Then after that is gonna be a studio build out of this office space. And then finally, I'm gonna tie it all up with a big studio tour video to show you everything that I've done to this space in sort of like a tour format. But I mean, after that, I might sprinkle a few things here and there, like showing the land, showing what we're doing, maybe some progress on the build and other stuff. Might put it on this channel. So let me know if you want to see that in the comments below. Maybe I should make another channel. I don't know. You definitely let me know what you want to see. This is my wife and I's bedroom here. And then this is our bathroom. But everything in the house is white. So we're going to be painting this room sort of like a taupe brown, which you'll see in a minute. And then her office, if you saw my video where I made over her last office space, we're actually gonna do that the same color, but not paint the ceiling this time, just paint the walls. Super excited about this though, the fact that we do get to keep a fireplace in this temporary living situation, and there's power up here for a TV, no cables. Couldn't be more perfect. You gotta get up and walk straight and narrow when they're chasing you down with an old bloodhound and you're running through the fields for your life. You gotta get up, son, I know they're gunning for you. I don't even know the name of this color. I'll make sure to put it right here at the bottom, but it's almost like a taupe green, brown green. It's really moody, but also like super cozy, I guess you could say. The hardest part was it being so hot in here, but other than that, wasn't too difficult. At least we didn't have to paint the ceiling like the other makeovers that we did. So I like it. I'm happy how it turned out. It's gonna be super cozy. Now we gotta go paint her office.
Don't let your past define your name. We will all be judged the same someday.
All right, that's been the update video on the new move. Got a lot of good stuff done. We got her office painted, we got our bedroom painted. I wish some of the stuff from my office would have came in because I had one thing I wanted to do in there before we moved in. I can always do that in another video, but yeah, it feels good to get all this done. Now the next step is gonna be waiting on everything to get finished like I was talking about before, and then we get the green light and we can finally move in. So I'm gonna definitely make a video about us moving in and then kind of sort of setting up my office space like as is. I might slot another video in about FPV in the next few weeks because I'm really curious to try that out, and I just ordered the Avata 2. And also in the next one, I'm going to be doing a land tour video to kind of show you the rest of this land that's around us, because it's actually pretty cool and there's some cool stuff I want to show you. So the Avata 2 is going to be really cool for that. But yeah, that's it. We were here for probably 6.5 hours, I would say. It's hot. I'm so ready for AC to be in there, but now we're done. We can go home, eat some pizza, and I can start editing this video. So that'll do it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.